Volkswagen Corrado. They said it was too expensive, too heavy, too different. They weren't wrong, but they also weren't ready. This is the story of the Corrado Volkswagen's boldest mistake and its most beautiful failure. In the late 80s, Volkswagen was struggling to stand out in the performance car scene. They had the Golf GTI, but they wanted something sharper, more focused. A car that could rival BMW coupes and prove that Volkswagen could build a true driver's car. That car became the Corrado. It was developed by Karmann, the same people who built the Karmann, Ghia, and it wasn't built in a traditional VW factory. It had tighter tolerances, better materials, and more personality than any other VW of the time. Corrado came in several versions. The early 1.8-liter 16-valve, the supercharged G60, and finally, the VR6. The G60 was wild. A belt-driven G-later supercharger pushing 160 horsepower. It made all the right noises and none of the right sense, but the VR6, that was magic. A narrow-angle V6 packed into the size of a four-cylinder, producing up to 190 horsepower. It made the Corrado a beast on twisty roads, 0 to 60 in under 7 seconds, and a top speed of 235 kilometers per hour. The Corrado wasn't just about speed. It was about innovation. It had an active rear spoiler that raised itself at 120 kilometers per hour. Years before Porsche did the same. It had better insulation, tighter steering, a chassis that felt alive. Inside, it was clean, driver-focused, and if you were lucky, you got the optional Recaro seats. But Corrado had problems, big ones. The G60 supercharger was fragile. It needed rebuilding every 60,000 kilometers. Electrical gremlins were common, and because it was expensive, not many people bought it, especially in America, where only 14,000 were sold. Parts are now rare, repairs are costly, and finding an original unmodified Corrado is nearly impossible. But those who owned one, they never forgot it. Today, the Corrado is not just a car. It's a symbol of what happens when engineers are allowed to dream, of what happens when a company builds something, not for profit, but for passion. Car meets light up when one arrives. People whisper, point, smile, because they know they're looking at something special, something rare, something real. The world wasn't ready for the Corrado, and maybe it never will be. But that's what makes it timeless. It never asked for approval. It never needed mass appeal. It simply existed, a misunderstood masterpiece, a bold machine, a driver's car. In the purest sense, this was the Corrado. And if you've never driven one, you haven't truly driven a Volkswagen. If this story moved something in you, if Corrado reminded you of what cars used to be, stick around, like, comment, subscribe. Let's keep these legends alive, one story at a time.